Let's look at the most annoying, most awful type of Star Wars fans out there. Yesterday I got angry about the people that's always angry about Star Wars. Well, today we got even something worse. It's people that just... Now when they say toxic Star Wars fans, these are the people I'm talking about, because, I'm going to be honest, the people like Geek the Gamer Kid, or, I don't know, Ryan with that big forehead, Nerd Erotic, I ain't going to mention the guy with the bedpan on his head, that guy's an asshole. But, most of them that hate everything Star Wars, at least they get the joke, they get the video. I make fun of them, and they can take it back. These people here just don't seem like people you want to even hang out with. They don't seem fun. They don't seem happy. They always seem angry, and they want to cancel a YouTube channel or demonetize a YouTube channel, or I don't know. They're just caught up in their own world, and they're just horrible. So I'm gonna try. I want to give a shout out to a YouTuber. I think his name's Mr. Grizzly, if I read that right. Mr. Grizzly. And that's what we used to call my Boy Scout leader. But anyway, Mr. Grizzly, he's gone through all these YouTube channels to find clips, and it saved me the time to have to go through it. So I took some of his videos. So check him out if you can, because he has more of these clips here. But I made a best of clip, and I thought I would just play it and kind of react to it and give my thoughts on it, because I can handle the always angry Star Wars fans, because I get they're coming out of love and passion for Star Wars. But these people here, I just don't get it all. So let's try to get through this if we can. Ugh.
So it's really noble, and more people should be doing this to go up against other white people. Sorry, because sometimes white people don't want to hear it from a person of color.
Me too. Hold me with those arms.
That was it. It was the first time that a lot of people really felt represented. It's like, we take it for granted because we're a bunch of white dudes.
However, what the Acolyte represents to not just Star Wars fans, but to our society, to where we want to head to as a society, which is a much more inclusive society, it is important for us to rally around it.
And I just can't stand those people that have to go and attack everyone else for enjoying a thing.
For weeks, putting up with endless, hateful bullying comments and stuff. People are just coming out of the woodwork to say, oh, I hate it because the writing's bad. No, you hate it because there's a lesbian.
And lift it up and be like, hey, we want more shows like this. We are not going to be stuck in the 1950s or even 80s, quite frankly.
They're trying to say to YouTube, demonetize these channels, take away their ability to make money. We're not trying to say ban them outright. We're not saying you can't make videos about that. You can go elsewhere and make money if you want. Go to somewhere that accepts your viewpoints and accepts the grift and the hate and the vitriol, like Rumble or Kick.
Good Lord, can we get off of this toxic hamster wheel? Enough! It is wrong. We somehow need to figure out a way to mobilize as a community and spread positivity.
You have to upload a video a day ranting and raving about what you don't like? Do you have to use buzzwords like woke, shit like that? Is that the only way to not be labeled a quote unquote shill?
The Acolyte, just the fan response has just been so vile and full of contempt. I'm actually kind of perturbed and upset by how the fandom has been. I was super upset reading some of the comments and stuff last night on our videos. It's like when you have to come in and to validate your opinion, you need to vilify mine, which is just I'm trying not to cuss too much because I get upset.
People chiming in to say how much they hate something is kind of shocking, how much it's been for the Acolyte. And
I mean, not really if you think about it logically.
A lot of it is because it's a show that was created by a gay woman, and most of the lead people in the show are people of color, people are just coming out of the woodwork to say, oh, I hate it because the writing's bad. No, you hate it because there's a lesbian.
Feels like more people that perhaps think that and have not been emboldened to say so.
What happened to the fandom? What happened to my Star Wars fandom?
I like that this show has attracted, like one of those bug zappers. A lot of those real pieces of shit who have been in the discourse far too long.
If we say, hey, racism is bad and wrong, and it shouldn't, and it has no place in the Star Wars community, if that's not you, don't make it about you.
And Manny Jacinto did such an amazing job, and you canceled his show on his birthday.
To anyone celebrating the Acolyte getting canceled, seriously, off.
I think 2017 is hot off the heels of another year that was very changing the landscape politically and socially and culturally, and that's 2016 when things happen.
Who doesn't want to see more Plagueis? Who doesn't want to see more Kymir? Who doesn't want to see more Finestra and see how she and Kymir had that falling out with it ended with her lightsaber on his back, giving him this massive scar, turning him to the dark side? Who doesn't want to see that?
At the very least, there needs to be some kind of formal statement from Lucasfilm explaining this decision and condemning the behavior of these fans who believe that they have won with their racism and homophobia.
The review bombing was pretty shitty.
You know what I mean,
people
Snoke?
who didn't give the show a chance.
When the Acolyte was first announced as a female-run show with Leslie Headland at the helm, starring a black femme and a diverse cast of characters unlike we had seen in a Star Wars project before, the review bombers took to the internet before the show even had a chance to air.
This show brought out and finally just revealed to me that part of this fandom, and not just Star Wars fandom, just fandom in general, consists of some of the whiniest people I believe I have ever encountered in my life.
And it looks very good. It looks excellent. I'm very excited.
1, the power of 2, the power of many.
Yeah, man, this was a great episode.
God, I love this episode. This might be personally my favorite so far.
I was like, oh, this is compelling stuff. Like, this is actually compelling to me.
I liked it, and I liked that it challenges the lore.
All right, so anyway, she says that the galaxy is not kind to women who wield the Force. And let me tell you, a lot of Star Wars fans aren't either.
As expected, some of the discourse from the vocal minority who just don't seem to like anything with women or people of color in it.
Can't wait to see what discourse Nerdrotic comes up with this week as he continues to grift that corner of the internet for money. For beliefs that I genuinely think he does not honestly hold.
Well, first off, there's already been another set of twins created by the Force in the animated show Star Wars Visions, another Force dyad, a male and female like Kylo Ren and Rey.
Acting like children in the lead up to this show just because, again, they seem to have an issue with anything that's not revolving around a straight white male lead.
I love when Star Wars is weird and gay, so...
Maybe some people will have an issue because we have lesbians in Star Wars. God forbid everybody lose their mind.
We got a coven full of women, blah, 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 not enough white men, blah, blah, blah.
You cannot have a father and still exist.
Leslie Headland has done such a phenomenal job.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I really like... Wow. Wowie wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wowie wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.